holy smokes, there is a brand new UFC Bantamweight champion. His name is Petr Yan. If you would have told me in March of 2023, after Merab Dvalishvili absolutely steamrolled, dominated, I mean, it was not even close. It was one-way traffic throughout. Remember that fight in Las Vegas, a fight night before Merab became champion? If you would have told me on that night that some 2.5 years later, they'd rematch and Petr Yan would fight Merab Dvalishvili the way in which he fought him tonight, and we'll get into it, but just to let you know what it was, in my opinion, it was 50-45 for Petr Yan. Now, the judges didn't necessarily agree. There were two 49-46s, one 48-47, which is absurd. I thought at worst it was a 49-46. It was a very fun, entertaining fight, but this was vintage Petr Yan. This was the Petr Yan who was wrecking fools in his first run as UFC Bantamweight champion. And imagine 4.5 years ago, he makes the critical mistake. He hits Aljamain Sterling with the illegal knee. 3.5 years ago, he loses to Aljo in the rematch via submission. 2.5 years ago, he loses to Merab. Now here he is, once again, the man in the Bantamweight division.
This is huge for Yan. Huge. Yan has been done dirty so many times in the UFC. This was epic. True. No! Yes! 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 Go on, Piotr. Just go.
I am in the hospital with my brother Aljamain Sterling, and then my brother drinking his Funk Harbor rum. And I'm on the phone with my mother. Dedico, quick, Amar Jobak, English Surat.
One of the toughest fighters that I've ever come across. And let's just say, Merab and I didn't get off on the right foot early on. I have nothing but respect for him and everything that he's accomplished. And yeah, and for Petr to come in and do what he did tonight. And I mean, the body shots and the head shots and the wrestling. I mean, it was an incredibly high level fight that was, you know, what a hell of a way to end the ESPN era.
Peter, congratulations. But I still want to come fight you. 2026, it's me and you, baby.
Dude, that's crazy. This fight's legit over. Yan's clearly up. Yan still looks fresh too. Oblique kick. And he's looking for that body shot again. He's looking for that body shot. He might go upstairs with a head kick. Merab needs a finish in this 5th round. It is over, boys. Oh, Yan almost eats a big shot. Good head kick from Yan. Yan shoots a takedown now. Don't get guillotine late. Takes down Merab emphatically. Holy shit, how good is Yan? It's gonna be 40. This could be 50-45. There's no way Merab thinks he won. He's like celebrating and talking. Dude, Merab's embarrassing himself talking to the crowd. What a fucking performance. How good is... They're not giving Merab a rematch. They're not giving Merab a rematch. It's going to be Umar Yan or O'Malley Yan. Yan whooped him like a dog, man. I don't know if... I hate to say it. I don't know if Merab deserves a rematch. He got whooped.
No! What? Oh my gosh. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw this coming, bro. Nobody. This fight was so overlooked. Petr Yan just shocked the world. I mean, Petr Yan just shocked the world. And the odds makers must have known. He's getting picked up and run around the octagon by his coach. Unbelievable. He's going to move to 20-5, and he takes down Merab, who seemed unstoppable. Was on the verge of becoming fighter of the year. Now who gets it? Oh my gosh, Petr Yan is the new Bantamweight champ. Fight of his life here at UFC 323.
35 for the champion!
on Saturday. It'll be the first time in history that a UFC fighter has walked to the octagon as the champion and defended that belt every single time.
Joshua Van lasted a mere 26 seconds before disaster struck, and the reason why will shock you even more than the brutal finish itself. He's in fight mode.
$135, the official weight for Petr Yan, and with that, your main event for UFC 323 is now official.
The octagon is primed for chaos as Merab Dvalishvili and Petr Yan collide in a rematch where unstoppable pressure meets surgical counter-striking, and the stakes are so high that the loser's future could crumble on impact.
Yes! 135, the official weight for the champ, Merab Dvalishvili.
Thank you, Merab. Thank you, brother.
At weigh-ins, Petr Yan hit 135 pounds bone dry, already wearing that silent assassin expression, and here's the twist. He looked like a man preparing for a knockout, not a chess match, and that's where the danger begins.
Yes, that's another challenge for me to improve. I'm sure he will make a lot of adjustments, and me, I have to keep the same energy, and I think it will be different because I think this time I will be more technical, I will show more skill, but he will be the aggressive one. That he will chase me, and I'm sure he will try to knock me out because that's the only way he can stop me. Because if we fight decision, I am the decision machine.
Then Merab stepped up, calm, emotionless, robotic at 135, and that eerie composure told the world this isn't just a rematch, it's a mission to inflict suffering through pure pace. But here's the secret, he's planning to fight smarter, not harder, and that single adjustment could rewrite the entire rivalry.
Do you believe you have to knock out Merab to beat him, or can you beat him over the course of 5 rounds?
Hey guys, hey Las Vegas. In Saturday, yes, I will try to knock him out. In my first fight, I fought with him with one arm. He tried 49 takedowns.
Peter, you are better than this, bro. Stop making excuse, please. No excuse.
In Saturday,
when I will beat you on December 6th, what excuse you gonna make? Tell me now. You gonna make excuse when I will beat you again? Tell me now, please.
More.
Are you gonna make any excuse?
More.
In 60 seconds, we reveal the psychological trigger that made Yan promise a knockout, and the hidden reason that might actually backfire on him.
I shouldn't be impressed by that. I mean, if it works for him, great, good for him. But just remember, any car is bound to break at some point. Any machine.
Merab calls himself the decision machine, firing shots at Yan's excuses, but Yan outright rejects the legacy talk and declares only one outcome, knockout, and he means it. No ceremony, no politics, just violence, and suddenly this fight becomes personal, not strategic.
Why was it so important to you to make history in the way that you're doing on Saturday?
Yes, it's important because I want to be busy, and thank you UFC to keep me busy, and yeah, I would love to win this fight and celebrate Christmas and New Year with the and still. And because I want to be UFC champion, that's why I live here in Vegas, and he can do same too. But I guess he lives comfortable in Thailand, and now he rather travel.
Merab says this fight is everything to him, not for the belt, not for bragging, but for history, and what he really wants is to break Yan with relentless pressure until there's nothing left but panic.
They don't like each other, so we got a little bad blood in there already. It's a quick turnaround for Merab, where I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's good. I think it takes away the essence of Merab and like the mystique of him. You know, you look at Ilia Topuria, we're all waiting at the edge of our seat, waiting to see who's gonna fight next. And I can't wait to see him get in there and see how, you know, pop, 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 pop. We're waiting on the edge to see that mystical unicorn get back in there, but we're getting like Merab's just giving it to us. So sometimes I feel when you get too much of something, you know what to expect, and it's not the same anticipation. You know what I mean?
Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson jumps in, saying Merab's predictable pace actually makes him a puzzle that no one solves on points. And that means if Yan doesn't find a finish, he's already lost. And Johnson reminds the world, Jan hasn't finished anyone since Aldo.
Petr Yan has been active, but he's on a 3-fight win streak. But you think about it, he hasn't finished anybody in a very, very long time. And the last person he finished was Jose Aldo. So the good thing about that is that he can go 5 rounds. He can push all 5 rounds, and he's beaten people through unanimous decision. The bad thing is that nobody out decisions the machine, right? You're gonna beat Merab, you gotta put his lights out. Is Petr Yan gonna be able to out grapple Merab? No, he wasn't able to do it the first time they fought.
Because in just a moment, you'll hear Israel Adesanya expose the single technical twist that could turn this fight into total chaos.
That's kind of hard because Merab is getting better on the feet. He's believing himself. And Merab is so good about measuring that distance in the void and making sure he doesn't get hit when he comes across it. He's so good about getting there with his... He looks down, he looks up, he has those little kicks, and he also trains with Aljamain Sterling. He trains at 10th Planet. He's got a lot of good athletes around him to get him ready for this fight, especially at Syndicate MMA with John Wood. And the last time Petr Yan and Merab fought, Merab shot 49 times in a 5-round fight, and he only secured 11 takedowns. Now,
Johnson breaks it down clean. To beat Merab, Yan has to stuff takedowns and punish him instantly, but Merab just has to keep coming with pressure and experience. And Mighty Mouse admits straight up, that's why it's nearly impossible to pick against Merab even once.
all the key to victory for Merab, just do what you do best. That's it. So guys, after all that, who do I have winning this fight between Merab Dvalishvili versus Petr Yan? I'm gonna go with Merab Dvalishvili, the machine. Now I know when I said the keys to victory, I gave you only one. It's because Merab knows what he's doing. Like, he says it, he told me off camera and on camera, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to fight. He knows how to navigate a fight. And so that's the only thing he needs to do is navigate that fight. He's already fought Petr Yan. He's already beat him. With everything said, I would say he's probably the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world next to Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria.
Then comes the style bender himself, Israel Adesanya, calling Merab a machine with impossible cardio and volcanic pressure. But he warns that precision kills engines, and Yan is a sniper waiting for one slip to change everything.
Of the evening, Merab's last win dominated. Corey a very well-prepared Corey Sandhagen beat Umar, undefeated Umar. We saw what he did to O'Malley in June. All this, yeah, Jesus Christ. And he's looking for a 4th title defense this year as well.
Against the guy he's already beat.
Yeah,
he's a machine. The machine is a perfect name. That's what he is. The guy can just go. No scare, no fear. Look at that. Walked him there. Look at the flurry. That was crazy. Like, no fear. Just walked him down, boom, clipped him somewhere.
Adesanya says it all comes down to who imposes their style first. One pushes pace until lungs collapse. One waits like a predator to fire a bullet that ends the night. And this tension is why experts can't make a clean pick.
Bring it up, like it's creative. Look, it's hard to go against Merab. I feel like Peter has to do something completely different. Like, even if he comes out switching stances, even if he shoots on Merab straight away, do something completely out the box that'll just get them. What? What did I do? You this nigga, fucking hell. Did he get in your mind? This is how it gets you, right?
You watch it, even if you're tired, you can't even stop. Damn. Like, watch your style. Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna go Merab. I'm gonna go Merab, but I'm gonna go decision.
Last thing I'll say as well is, I just realized, I think cool point. Yeah. The experience points Merab has earned in 365 days.
Oh, bro, you can't buy that.
Merab's training is chaos, wars every day, cardio forged in hell, grappling pressure that feels like drowning, and opponents don't fight him, they survive him, and that's why no one wants Merab across from them in the cage. because in just a few lines, you'll hear the shocking truth about Merb's weight cuts and why they might actually be his greatest weapon, not his weakness. At the final stare down, unlike the first fight where chaos erupted, both men stayed calm, but beneath that calm was something more terrifying, the quiet confidence of two men who know they are stepping into violence they might never fully recover from. Merab then revealed the brutal truth. Every weight cut breaks him, drains him, punishes his mind, but he embraces that pain because it's the fuel that lets him keep pushing when other men fold. And that's exactly why people call him one of the toughest fighters alive.
There was 49 shots. That's a lot of shots, but there's a chance that Merab was really quite frightened of Petr Yan. Everybody else was. Merab was not the favorite that night, just to take you back to that night. He was not supposed to go out there and tackle him for 5 straight rounds. It's something that ended up happening. And a large part that it happened is because of that urgency. It was nonstop. It was pressure. He did not want to stand with him everywhere they went. I mean, he was just looking to clear hands, clear knees, get his hands to the body. If he has lost a respect, which is common, if he shoots 40 times instead of 49, that's still 10% less output.
And here's the earthquake. If Merab pulls this off, he makes UFC history as the first man to defend a title 4 times in 1 year. And even Daniel Cormier admitted that the idea sounded insane at first, but now it makes horrifying sense.
Mental game, you know. Right now, I'm cutting weight, and so I was drinking water like Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yesterday I stopped. I was stopped peeing, you know, like, and now my weight's high. It's like mental game. I know I will make it, but like, and I feel like low energy and stuff. But it's I kind of do my way, but it's always like, you know, it's always hard, you know.
The rematch promises chaos from start to finish. Merab never stops scrambling, Yan never stops countering, and the real question is this: did Merab expose Yan forever the first time? Or was it just a storm Yan survived and learned from?
I would not advise him to stand more, because every moment you're standing with Yan, he's a super high level boxer, master of sport. You know, when we hear master of sport, you and I, in wrestling, judo, grappling, you're like, this dude's the real deal. Petr Yan's master of sport in boxing. He's a tremendous hand specialist. He needs to be keeping him on his back foot, trying to take him down.
So tell me right now, if they run it back tonight, does the non-stop pressure bury Yan again, or does Yan finally find the strike that shuts out the machine once and for all?
To win 4 UFC title fights in 1 calendar year is insane.
Quadruple crown. That's what you're talking about. Yes, the quadruple crown.
The quad crown.
Yes.
The quad champion. I mean, could you imagine?
It's incredible.
Merab fights in a style that at times he goes to decision, right? Most of the times, outside of O'Malley, he went decision with Umar. He went decision in the last fight. He finished O'Malley. Most times, it's decision. It's the most dangerous guy. It's cutting the weight. It can be a little bit risky to do it that frequently, because it's like this, right? There's the fire. He's going. He's touching it. When is it going to burn him? Or at least it seems like that would happen in most cases.
Not to mention the repercussions to Yan. Like, if you go out and you dominate Yan again, that's a hard road for him.
Hit like, subscribe, ring the bell, and drop your prediction because this rematch isn't just a fight, it's a storm waiting to explode.